First things first, get the queue ready. And turn off draft sounds. Markstrom's going to be so good in this league. Okay, I think we're live. Hello, everybody. I am going to be filling up my queue. If there is any questions, I will get to them ASAP. Beniers is actually like pretty good in this league. So is Morrissey, because blocks are worth 1. So, yeah. I haven't really taken Caulfield in like any of my drafts. I like him. It just hasn't worked out that way for me yet. Having a goalie dilemma, Vanacek and Gustafsson. Would you recommend picking up Markstrom? Yeah, you asked me, Noah. Who would be like? Is there anyone else you can drop? Like, I feel like those goalies are probably both worth owning. And not that they're better. Like, I think Gustafsson has a better outlook than Markstrom. Vanacek's pretty close, but I still think he's worth owning. What you drinking tonight? I got a water and a ginger ale. Partying hard for this draft. It's a school night, guys. Come on. Wow, Dobson's good in this league too, eh? Just because there's blocks. Like, blocks are worth a decent amount. I just mocked, well, I haven't recorded yet, but I have everything ready. I've been kind of looking more into Byram. The more I look in, the more I like him. Oh, Kraus is good in this league too. How high are you going to consider getting Bedard in this draft since it's a keeper league? Well, it's 2 forwards, so I still don't think he's going to be viable for next season to keep. But I assume he might go first overall. There's a lot of good keepers, like a lot of good players available that I just think I want to prioritize winning in a league with this big of buy-in. So it's kind of hard to say. Like, I feel like if I won last year and like these 6 guys go, which they should, maybe. This might be the first league I grab them. I don't know. It's going to be hard to say. Man, Adam Larson's good in this league too. Come on. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at too. Who's good for goalies that are available? I already went through and kind of sorted everything out. Oh, Demko's good in this league too, eh? Because of volume. So, for everyone that's here right now, I'll re-explain a little bit later, but this is for a 4-keeper league, 2 forwards, 1 defenseman, 1 goalie. We drafted this league in 2019. I had last overall pick in the first year and grabbed Brady and Eichel as my first 2 picks. I also had Zib and Barkov. So I kept Zib and Brady, and then ended up keeping Barkov the year after. Goalies have been a nightmare for me. I traded for Grubauer in year one. I drafted Grubauer in year one. I traded for Kemper in year two, both when they were on Colorado, hoping they would stay on the team and resign. They didn't. So in the past couple seasons, I've really been struggling for goalies. I'm actually the only one in here right now. But what ended up happening last year is I ended up trading. I ended up selling at the deadline. And one player that, like a notable player that I traded away was Montour. And I got some picks back. So I'm going to have a decent amount of picks in these early rounds here. I think from what I was told, my draft ends. Okay, no, it doesn't. Oh, okay, so I still have a pick in the 17th round. This is going to be crazy. I don't know if I'm going to keep the stream on to the 17th round, but I don't really pick at all in round 13, 14, 15, 16. But I do have a lot of picks in here. So I definitely have to get prepared for like this 110 range, which I think is a pretty good spot to be taking some of the guys you like. Maybe that's where I'm going to grab my centers like Eriksson, Trocheck, Bennett. But I do have some early picks here. 2 in round 7, 2 in round 6. So hopefully that'll help me out. And there are a lot of good players that are available right now. Like Sid, Sorokin, Zib, Point, Pedersen, Stutzel. Now, I think they should all go in these first couple rounds. In this first round, I don't know if they'll actually land on me. But even with selling last year, I still made it to the semifinals. It's an 8-man league with only 3 bench spots. I have Huberdeau, Kane, Barzal. I actually would probably drop Barzal. I've got Markstrom, Grubauer, and Thompson as my goalies in a 12-man. Which one of these would you drop? Oh my god. Like probably Grubauer, but it's like really close. Oh, nice call with Jake Sanderson. I forgot about him. Definitely someone I want to try and grab in this league. My queue's kind of messy right now. Yeah, Matthew, like Grubauer's probably the odd man out there. I got Markstrom and Vazzy. Would you rather have Skinner or one of the Vegas goalies? Probably Skinner. It's pretty close though. I just wish we had more clarity on who was starting in Vegas. That's the problem. Have you all drafted so far this season? Like how are your drafts going? Anyone still have drafts coming up? Mark still Shabbat, but like I love Matheson and I'm going to be taking him in this draft. Oh yeah, and Yossi's available. I got to make sure I keep an eye on that. Let me go through this a little bit more. JT Miller's going to be good. Who are my projections like? That's available. Yeah, loves Miller. I'll be having this up on the side too, just to know, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I'm going to get one of Stutzel, Miller, Zib, Pedersen, Crosby, Yossi, or Point in this first round. I don't think I'm going to take Bedard. It's really hard to say. About to draft tonight. Cool. And then the FPPL Central. Nice. Yeah, we actually still have one league. We just opened up a new one. There are 2 spots available. So if anyone still isn't in a Fantasy Puck Patreon league, head on over to our Patreon. If you have any questions, let me know. But we're drafting. We have 7 leagues so far. Our 7th one's almost full. So definitely want to keep an eye on that. I got my big draft Saturday, moving to a 16-man league. Yeah, like barely, you're definitely going to want to you're going to want to do some decent research before. Take a look at the Deep League Sleepers video. With 16-team leagues, you want to make sure you have a full queue. Like you want your queue to be going deep into drafts. That's going to be the most important part for you there. Like the best way to stay ahead and like beat out your league mates. Oh, is Fiala kept? I like him. You like Heisha or Barkov? I like Barkov over Heisha. I can show you. Like, this is just standard Yahoo League. So I have Heisha at 46. Do I have, tell me about Barkov ahead. Okay, I have Barkov at 30. Or 29, I guess, because there's... Oh, actually, I lied. So I have Barkov at 20. No, ignore me. Ignore me. Maybe I need to have another ginger ale here. Keeper league, hard to say on Bedard. I know, man. It's hard. Like, do I want to take Bedard? Like, how many years until he becomes a better keeper than Barkov? Like 3, 2? I don't know. It's such a tough decision that I'm gonna have to make here. Trade offer, Otter for Ovi in category bangers leagues. My other goalie is Hill, Talbot, and Kochekov. I would probably keep Ottinger, and given your goalies, depends on who your other forwards are. If your other forwards can make up for like Barkov, then probably keep Ottinger. Is it crazy to take Hughes, pick 3 in a points league? A little bit crazy, yeah. He definitely has the upside to finish top 3, but I just think that it's really, really hard to pass on McKinnon and Matthews. I wonder if I should put my camera here. Like, doesn't matter. I got 8 minutes. Should I rip out? Anyone play Puck Doku in here, or like Immaculate Grid Hockey? Is that boring content for everybody? I feel like a lot of leagues are drafting tonight too. Too late to join the FPPL, the Patreon leagues. We still have 2 spots left. So if you're not in it yet, you definitely still get in. Do it. Those are dope. You guys want to see the hockey knowledge? Give me a number between 1 and 71. First one I'll pick. Not ones I've done though. And I'll do my best. I did all the grids today already. 24. All right, 24 it is. You guys are gonna laugh at this. Leafs in 40-goal season. Oh, Nylander did last year. I'm gonna try my best to go for low percentages if I can. Oh God. Will he be low? Is there a better one? I think Jordy Benn's pretty good. Yeah, like Louis Eriksson works here. Oh, you guys are gonna get mad at me for this. This isn't a Noah FP Sven pick. I don't know if Keith Ollie played for Calgary. He was traded in the Dion Phaneuf trade, but I don't think he was on. I don't think he played for Calgary. I think I can do Jamal Mayers here. Does that work? I think he was part of the. I think he was part of the trade for Dion. Okay, it does work. Halak works here. I'm just gonna do it because I don't know how much time I have left. LA, and I feel like there's an easy one that I'm not. Defenseman. Walker. Boston 40 goals. Johnny Busick works. LA, like Curry, Gretzky. Did Kempe have 41 last year? Yeah, he did. Oh my God, this is a really good one. Come on, Mike. I'm not looking at chat. How much time do I have? Oh, I have a decent amount of time. Someone's probably freaking out in the chat right now at this. Come on. Not Brad Hunt. Oh. Right? He works. Wow, that was really good. That was a very, very good grid. Edler would have been high. Edler would have been. Wait, was he the highest? Yeah, 24%. I was going for rarity. Cyrus just spamming the chat here. All right. This one's a funny one. We have like an inside joke with Lane McDermott. He's Calgary, Dallas, and Boston. So don't ask how I knew that. Luke Schen's always a safe pick. What do you think about Jerry and Kemper? They're both like risks. Like I like Jerry, he just can't stay healthy. You know who I was thinking? Like I don't mind this. Like if you're in who's drafted in the 16 team league? Barely. Man, I don't mind Justice and Noonan on Colorado. Like he's gonna be the backup goalie this season. And he should get starts. How many starts did Georgiev have? He had 62, so that's 20 starts for Noonan. It's not bad. So I was told who was Colorado like trying to trade for? I know that they had a lot of guys on the block that they were like open to trading, and I remember hearing that Noonan was like the only guy on the non-trade list. Outside of their superstars like Byram, Taze, Makar, McKinnon, Rantanen. I heard that like they love him and they think he's the future. I don't know if that's true though. Bedard worth a first round in a salary keeper league, of course. Yeah, he's on a rookie salary for sure. You know what, Usman? I don't mind Luke Hughes either. I feel like he's gonna go pretty early in this league though. Who would I rather? Luke Hughes probably. I would almost keep both over Petrie. I don't know what Petrie's deployment's going to be like. Like, they really like Wallman. They like Sider a lot there, too. Kind of want to do another grid. Maybe when I'm in between my 20 picks. Oh, I might try and toss some music on here. I don't want it to like blare though. Take me. I'm gonna toss my headphones on. I mean, if the music's okay. Or if it's too loud. Who are you taking first, Petey or Bedard here? Jarvis or Bennett? Bennett. I think I'm gonna take Petey over him because he can actually be a pretty good keeper for me. All right, guys. I'm gonna have my projections on this screen to my right. I'm gonna bring them up whenever I can. I'll keep you guys updated. I don't think I'll have anyone tuning into the stream today, so I can be pretty active in shouting out like who I'm taking, why I'm taking. Can't hear any music, eh? Nah, I don't think I can get it to play then. I'm still a noob with this streaming stuff. That's fine. Thanks for letting me know though, Tim. You're the man. I had Jack Hughes and Meyer in my keeper league. Just traded Meyer for Hughes. Wait, what? How many leagues am I in? This is gonna be my 8th draft of the year. I have one more with like Noah or with Sven, Don, Chris on Saturday. This is like a university draft. All right, boys. So I know Jaeger Bombs. I don't think he's here. I think he's at hockey tonight. So This is gonna be a little bit interesting. But he continually finishes fairly low. So I almost got Vasilevsky in a trade because it's keep on goalie, but I don't know if I dodged a bullet. Probably not. So Sid goes. He was my 5th best available. I'll show you guys on screen right now who my best available are. And then there Bedard goes. So I didn't have to make a decision that I didn't want to make. But that opens up the door for another like top end guy here. Like Sorokin would be solid just because like he becomes a permanent long-term keeper for me. Like I feel like I'm fine keeping him over Gustafsson. I have him projected for slightly worse points than like Kyle Connor is probably the last guy at 782 fantasy points, and then I have Sorokin at 775, so he's really close. Damn. Oh my god, I was hoping I can grab Stützle. That's tough. It might be a Yossi pick here. But I'm fine with the others. JT Miller is good too because he has dual position eligibility. But I think I would still take Yossi over him. Wow, Zib. Okay. So I'm getting one of Sorokin. Actually, probably Point, Pedersen, or Yossi. But I think I'm fine with Sorokin. Like you got to think I'm taking Sorokin here in because there's 4 keepers, so this is the 5th round of the draft. It's hard to say if I want Pedersen or Yossi though, but there's just so much center depth you can grab. Okay, so Pedersen went. What do you think about Brandt Clark? Can he be PP1? Yeah, I think he can be. I think you try to get a player to replace Barkov for a keeper. I agree with that. Which would have been Pedersen. Point's close. Like him in point. Like I have Barkov in point like slightly. What's the point difference? 773 for Barkov and 792. So it's pretty close. It's within whatever the math is, 80 or 19 points. Again, guys, this is a keeper if you're new to the stream. So I'll have some extra picks in the middle part of the draft here. Or I thought I did. Yeah, 6th, 7th round. 3 in the 10th. So that middle part of my draft is where I really need to load up. It's a big decision here. I assume it's going to be JT Miller that goes. Wow. I think I'm going to go Miller. What do you guys think? Miller or Yossi here? I have them like they're not really projected that far off. It's 60 points, but one's a defenseman. Yossi over Miller. I'm thinking Miller. Like dual position eligibility is really good. He plays big minutes. Oh, we got a couple Yossis. I'm just worried that my D are going to thin out. Like 12 defensemen were kept. Yossi becomes a permanent keeper for me. Dougie has like, oh man, this is tough. I feel like I can grab forward depth later in the draft and just really solidify my decor. Yeah, we do have hits as 1 point. I'm going to grab Yossi. I'm just worried that D is going to thin out a ton in this league. And I don't want to fall into the trap where I'm really, really reaching. Wow, I cannot believe Rupe Hintz just went. That was a tough decision, guys. Like, there really was no right answer. And you can tell by, like, just what people were saying in the chat there. There was really no right decision to make. Yeah, you're right, Lorenzo. Like, I'm worried that I'm going to run into problems with not many defensemen left on the board. There's always so many forwards available. Where's Seth Jones at? I can tell you where I have him ranked. I have Jones ranked 107. Which actually isn't bad. This is a keeper league. Sophie. Keeper league, so we kept 4 keepers. Give me a second, just trying to update my spreadsheet here. Cal Connor, okay. Yeah, so we have 4 keepers. It was 2 forwards, a defenseman, a goalie. I kind of went through the little ramble before, but I had last pick in the first year, so it was back in 2019. So I haven't been able to get my hands on like one of those top 5 keepers. I wasn't able to grab Hughes. He went pretty early last year. So like I kept Barkov, Brady, Dougie, and Gustafson. You have to keep a goalie. He was a waiver pickup for me. I mean, look at you 100 points this season. Can't believe he's still there. Yeah, man, it's really close. Yeah, like there is hits and blocks. Like hits and blocks are 1 point. So, and shots are also a point. I just can't believe Miller hasn't even gone yet, to be honest. Like, I almost wish I had a pick in here. Will he go in here? I would say yes. I just don't know what people are going to be sorting by. I might come around and grab Boldy here. We'll see. Nice. Points league or 9-cat? Points league. Stammer? Man, what is happening? I'll show you guys this. Okay, there's Miller. So this is the scoring categories. I'll leave it on screen for a second. And then these are the goalie cats with shutouts, but shutouts are just almost an irrelevant stat because there's so little of them. Has really no effect. Wow, EK went, eh? That's crazy to me. Okay. Nuge I had it 49. I really think I can get Forsberg late here. Svechnikov was also kept, which made me really sad. How many players, positions, what points? Can you look this up? How many you keep? We kept 4. 17 player bench or 17 player team. And then the scoring is 6 for goals, 4 for assists, 2 power play points, 1 for hit. Oh man, Boldy just went. Wow. Like, I don't mind it. It just, yeah, no, it's fine. Who didn't keep Yossi? The player or the manager who owns Rasmus Dahlin didn't keep Yossi. So, kind of makes sense. It was between Dahlin or Yossi. I still think I would keep Yossi, but I mean, there are hits in this league, and I think that's the differentiator. Wow, Hyman. So, like, I have Tavares as my best available. I'm probably not going to go him, though. I don't mind Evander Kane here. It's between Kane or... because there's hits. I think I'm going to grab Kane. It's Kane or Bouchard for me here. But I think I'm going to grab Evander Kane. He's really far down. Think I can sneak him in the next round? I don't think so. Could go Gensel too. That's actually not a bad call. I think I'm going to go Kane over him though. Man, I don't mind Gensel. Think I can sneak Kane in the next round? Bro, you were hurting. Yeah, it was a keeper league, man. Nothing I can do. It's been a couple of years in the making. I think I'm going to grab Gensel. He's really close to Kane for me. You got to think this team's going to be a bit better. Fiala's gone. No, Fiala's there. But yeah, Gary, I am hurt in this league, man. It's not easy when you've been in a keeper for 4 years. And my first year, I had last pick in the first round, so I was never gonna have any of the top 5 players. I was never gonna have Leon, never McKinnon, never Matthews, never McDavid. Tuck and Swayman just went, guys. This may be better than I think. I really don't know if anyone's watching, but Swayman's not good in this league because it's a volume league because it's points. So you want to be drafting goalies that get starts. That's going to be the key to success here. There's Bouchard. It's a good pick. I think if I didn't have the 2 defensemen I have right now, I would be a little bit more inclined to grab him. But it's almost a little bit of a risk. I don't know. Not a risk, but Sebastian Aho went too. I found your channel researching, guys. Cool, man. Happy to see you here. These are always so fun. John Carlson. Carlson was kept, which also bummed me out because I'm like, I'm going to steal Carlson this year for sure. Joe Pavelski. I'm fine with that. I have him ranked pretty high too. But I have this guy ranked really high that he is going to be my video tomorrow. Do not forget about him if you're drafting. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Don't forget about him. Mark Stone, I have very, very low on my list because he has not been healthy. Well, I think if you're sorting by rank, you don't see who I want to take. Right? Is he appearing? Yeah, he is appearing. The group is looking awful. If you're talking about my team, man, I am doing my best to make what I have out of this team, guys. Like, it's not easy when you have last pick in the first year of a keeper league. But Brady was ranked 2 last year, or like top 5. So, wow, Victor Hedman. Again, it's not that bad. And there's blocks. I keep like, I'm super animated with the picks, and then I go look and like they're not bad players at all. My projections. I have Tippett really high in this league too because there's Hits and Bennett. So those are guys I definitely want to try and be grabbing. I might end up going another defenseman here. There is some good value I can grab. Like Darnell Nurse is good in this league too because there's hits and blocks. Trouba was kept. I can get some late defenseman value. And there's a utility spot, so Each day, how many spots you fill. Owen Tips can be a big man. Look at Sean Couturier. Yeah, Couturier is good. He just doesn't shoot enough. Like I think he has a sub 8 shots per 60 and like low hits, but he's so good in if you're in face-off leagues. How'd you rate my decor? Darlene, Carlson, Sider, Warinsky, Matheson. I don't think I need to answer that. I think you know. You need to draft all breakouts and start the rebuild. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm doing my best. I trust my ability to draft, and I have a bunch of picks in the middle part of the rounds. So I think I have an idea of kind of how I want the next couple picks to look. I think you guys know who I'm going to go here. Dylan Larkin. I also like looking at last year's stats, like who was ranked where. Where was Kreider ranked? 70th, eh? I'm ranked a lot higher than that. I guess there's goalies included. I don't have goalies part of this. Cousins a target? Yes. Okay. Tippett might be the next Meyer. Potentially. Meyer's like a 300 shot, 300 hit guy. I think your Kane projections are a little too high. I mean, I base it off of a per 60 numbers in 3 years historical. Can't perfect projections as you can tell on Yahoo. But again, in a league that counts hits as a full point, I don't think you can really go wrong. So a guy that was on pace for 300 last year, like pretty close to it. I have him projected for 240, 180, so it's pretty good. Like that alone's almost 400 points, like 330 points, and then mixing everything else, playing McDavid. The guy's a sick note. Well, he got his hand stepped on. I don't know if I wouldn't really say he's a Band-Aid if he got his hand stepped on. All right. Definitely going to go with, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Verhagen, Larkin. Verhagen had ranked relatively low. His low peripherals are really what sets him back here. Really no hit volume at all. He didn't have many power play points. It's really early for him. I think there's a lot better available right now. Oh, you know what? Another guy I want to keep my eye on in this league. Doesn't have good peripherals, but for a bounce back. Kempe. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm going to go Kane here. I have Kempe ranked like really close to him, though. But I think I'm going to go Evander. I have Kempe ranked like slightly worse than him, like 50 points. Man, Kempe is pretty good in this league. I think I'm going to stay true to the projections, though. I'm probably going to go Evander here. Man, look at this ADP and rank. I wonder if I can hold off of one more round. Dual position eligible. You need that right wing. Yeah, I'm going to grab Kempe here. I like the call. I like the dual position eligibility. The hits are there. I'd have him projected like very close to these guys. Yeah, Morrissey went. That's a good pick. He's one of my highest ranked D right now in this league. Bouchard's season approaches. Man, I was just a year too early on Bouchard. He may have been the thumbnail. No, it was Jarvis last year. He was like one of my favorite sleepers last season. I took him in a lot of my leagues. But I just thought he was going to steal the show from Barry. Didn't. He was actually like, he was struggling in the early going. He was a lot of shots off the shin pads. A lot of turnovers. He struggled a bit defensively last season, but then really came around. But it's all a confidence thing. Like, a lot of people forget about the human factor. Luke Hughes goes very early. I don't mind it, but I think he could have waited about 5 rounds to grab him. Will he be a keeper in a one defenseman league? Probably not. It really depends on who he has on his team. Yeah, like I can't see him being kept over Bouchard, but we'll never know. This is a very good team. How are you feeling on Forsberg? I definitely want to try and grab him. He's definitely on my radar. Just for Brat goes. Montour injured. I actually traded Montour away in this league. For some picks. I was selling. Caulfield's pretty good too here. I kind of like the way this team's looking right now, to be honest with you. Oh man. So now I'm thinking like goalies are starting to go. Like, do I take my guy, the same guy I've been drafted in all of my leagues? I hope you guys saw that Dustin Wolf got sent down today. So all this Freddie backlash, or sorry, all this Markstrom backlash. I still think he's going to be super good this year. They still want him to be the starter. They still trust him, as they should. Yes, he's still there. Does he have dual position eligibility? Oh, he only has one position, eh? That's the only... I guess there is... Like, I do have a utility spot, so... And Kempe can play right wing. Forsberg's also a left wing. Oh, I'm going to take like 12 left wingers here. Oh, and there goes Evander. Not a big deal. I know Batherson's pretty good too, man. Like, look where some of these defensemen are ranked. Like, he's solid. Petro's solid. So I almost my weight. Good pick with Gaudreau. I do have Tippett like coming up. Like, he's pretty close. I think he'll fall though. Batherson's currently my highest ranked available. Yeah, Canuck, I agree. Canuck, I'm assuming you're a Canucks fan. Would you take him over Markstrom? This is a volume league. You want saves. Demko's probably a beast in this league. Well, I have him projected to be one of the highest goalies, the 8th highest goalie. I have Markstrom at 12. The difference is 80 points. Just the thing is that Calgary doesn't give up a lot. Is Tippett worth it in a plus-minus league? Oh, yeah, for sure. You take Demko or Markstrom, but it's close. Yeah, those are definitely the two. Those are definitely the two I'm looking at. It's hard to take Fiala here because he's a left winger. He'll probably get dual position though. While Seth Jones goes. I think I can snag someone like Ehlers super late too in this league. Batherson's still projected to play power play 1. Line A goes. I wanted Line A in one league, and I was hoping this would be the one. But that's a really early pick for him. There's still a lot of D available. And I have a bunch of picks in here, right? So next round I have, well, in 2 rounds from now, I'm going to have a bunch of picks. So hopefully I can grab my defenseman there. Because I do have Yossi and Dougie, and we start 4. I'm probably going to go goalie here, though. And I'm probably going to grab Markstrom. It's between him or Thatcher, man. It's close for me. I actually have Thatcher projected a little bit higher because it's a volume league. And he should play a ton this year. 1,700 saves would have him for 1,800. Yeah, I might grab Thatcher here. If it's a... Yeah, it's really close for me. But they just give up so many shots that he's just going to get so many saves. But I don't know. I'm going to stay true to the projections right now. Good team versus Med team. The only difference is that the Med team gets shots against. Like if they both give up 3 goals, one goalie's going to have 35 shots against, one's going to have 20. And a win's only worth 5, so it's not too significant. There goes Fiala. It's a good pick. Did Nurse go? Oh, he didn't go yet. Nurse is actually a beast in this league. Someone who I'd probably be looking at for my next pick. Yeah, the only thing is like you don't need to trust the Canucks. You just need him to get volume. Like in points leagues, it's not about them winning games. It's about him just getting a lot of saves. That's the way I look at it. I just think he has a higher floor with his save volume. I have Jerry projected like close, but I still have Markstrom. I actually have Kemper higher too. Again, just because of volume. Last pick, Zach Benson. Oh man, I like Benson. I actually like Benson quite a bit. The only reason why I wouldn't be taking him in this league is because it's not deep enough. But he's really interesting right now. He has been lighting up camp, and they have him projected to play first line, which is like cool to see from a guy that went first round last year, and he wasn't like one of the notable first rounders. So I like Buffalo as a team too. And I could see myself grabbing Levi in this draft like a little bit later. Current highest available for me right now is Batherson still. And that would be a solid pick in the next round. Okay, there he goes. Now it's Kreider. Kreider, Trocheck, Marchand. Did Marchand get kept? Oh, he actually is. He's owned. Okay. And then Forsberg. But I almost want to grab another defenseman now. And I think it's going to be Darnell Nurse. I have Forsey ranked pretty high in this league too. There goes Kreider, so he was my second best available. No way Trocheck goes though. He might. I hate that Eriksson X up here too. I like Eriksson X so much. Wow. There goes Levi. I got him 170 in the FPPL, which is crazy to me. Yeah, I agree, Young Prodigy. I had Markstrom and Kemper last year and hated myself. Yeah, I know. It was a tough year if you owned either of those goalies. But both are like their values are just so low now because of their one bad season. So that's kind of the way you got to look at it. But I get the fear. Like if someone burned you one year, it's like difficult to justify grabbing them the next year. Like totally understand that. Claude Giroux goes 52. I have him ranked like there's a lot better available than Giroux right now. I'm thinking Forsberg, or if I go defenseman, it's gonna be Darnell Nurse, which I'm fine with, just because of how good the peripherals are for this league. Like they make defensemen so strong. Man, I had Nurse that one year where he broke out. He was so good for me. He actually had a down year last year. But with Barry, I mean, Ekholm's there. I think Ekholm's might be a little bit banged up. Jerry's a fraud in my list. Jerry just always he gives up 6 goals on 20 shots or has a 40 save shutout, but he has the 40 save shutout when you put him on your bench. Oh, there goes Markstrom. Almost came back around to me, but I don't think I would have taken him there. It's a great pick though. So last year, yeah, Nurse was one of the highest up here. I think I had Dobson too, who's always good because he gets blocks. They're a boring team, but they like to block shots, so it kind of works out for this league. Connor Brown or Jarvis? Oh man, that's so close. Probably still Jarvis for me, but it's really close. Snagorinsky, yeah, Exertion. That's definitely someone I'm gonna have my eye on. Vazzy in non-keeper points leagues. I think he's going 6th to 8th round right now. But I haven't drafted him in the non-keeper league since the injury, so I haven't seen where he's going. But if anyone else has, definitely let me know in the chat. If you've drafted in the last couple days. Oh man, Nurse went. Damn, that was gonna be my pick. It's probably gonna be Forsberg. I'm thinking here. Odds another left winger, but maybe he'll get dual position eligibility at some point. But I'm fine with drafting Forsberg here. He has a great floor. He hits. I do have 2 picks in the next round, so hopefully I can grab some defensemen there. I also have center open, right? So I still am able to grab Trocheck and or Eriksson Ek, but I like Forsberg's upside this season. Fazio went 9th round. Okay, cool, Lenny. Seems like a steal. Yeah, I think there's a lot of uncertainty of actually when he's coming back. But I agree that the way you have to look at it is if you think you can draft a competitive enough team to make it to playoffs or to be in a good spot when Vazzy comes back, you're gonna have a very strong playoffs and be a very scary team in the late part of the year. So that's kind of how you have to look at it. Taking Patrick Kane, yeah, it's a risk now, but when your team is in playoffs, you're going to have a guy that's a top 50 to 75 producing player on your team. It's just a matter of being able to stay above water until then. That's the way I look at it with some of these NA players. Man, John, you know all the sleepers here. I actually just wrote up a thing about Marchenko today too. Oh, I don't mind the Jamie Benn pick. I was going to go Petro too. Uyghur's also really good in this league, and Letang's good. But I might go... I have Falk ranked high. Larson, Brent Burns I have ranked pretty high. Where was Burns last year? Oh, did Burns go? Oh, shit. Oops. Oh, yeah, Larson actually, like, these are, like, my 3 highest ranked right here. Like, I still like Letang in this league because of the peripherals. Like, it's still solid. It's Patty Kane PP1. We don't even have a team for him right now, so it's... I would say yes. I mean, he's done it in the past a number of times. Chikarim. Eriksson X pretty good here too. He's actually my highest available. But I should probably grab a defenseman. And I think it's going to be Letang. And I know we said to avoid him, but he's really good in this league. It's hard to say. I have Letang rank 110. It's actually kind of low. But I guess if I sort by defenseman. Forsling, Falk, Larson, Dobson, Taser there. I do have 2 picks in the next round too. How much further down do I have Dobson? I have 590. Where do I have Letang? 623. It's pretty close. I have Forsling pretty high too in this league. What's the news on Falk? I'm going to grab Eriksson Ek, I'm thinking. And then we'll see what defenseman goes. Eriksson Ek's an absolute beast in this league. I have him ranked 48. Yeah, Canuck, I agree. Seems late. No, it's like the perfect spot for Pietrangelo to go, to be honest. I don't mind that spot. I like Eriksson Ek here just because his floor is so good. And then I'm just going to put Kempe on the right wing and Eriksson Ek, Barkov will be my centers. I still have my utility spot open. Unless, yeah, Forsberg could go on my bench or play utility. Both are fine. But I'm going to grab a defenseman here. It's probably going to be Letang. Such a hard decision, man. These leagues, these competitive ones are so stressful sometimes, especially with, like, when you have an audience too. I do have Falk ranked ahead of him. You know what? I'm going to grab Falk. I just think he's a little bit safer. Letang solid. You know what? EK does have injury history. Okay. I'm sorry that I'm like swapping through decisions here, guys. Like it's pretty difficult. But the floor is high. I project him pretty good. Does he keep power play 1? I don't know. But Malcolm Crosby, Gensel, Letang, Carlson. We'll see. But the floor is solid with Letang. Ew, Logan Thompson. I'm happy I like have my goalies locked up. And yeah, Exertion. I think I'm going to grab Zach at some point. Maybe in the next round. I think he'll fall far enough. Where's he ranked? Because I'm just curious where people are going to be looking on the draft board. Like 131 if you're sorting. So he's like in here. So he's still not like he's there, but he's not like popping up yet. Kairu goes. That's a good pick. I have him ranked pretty high. I'm fairly confident here going, like probably going Tippett and like even Huberto's not bad, but I think I'm probably going to go Tippett and Marinsky. We'll see. Yeah, Exertion. I like that. I like that. You know, I'm always trusting your takes. Gudas with way more minutes, the Ducks can be great. Yeah, I agree, man. He should be solid. Might still be able to get Falk too. Yeah, and Rasmus Anderson's good too. Yeah, I'm completely fine with the Letang pick, to be honest. Toffoli's good. A lot of mouths to feed there, but still a good pick. And PLD's not bad. Don't really like the Horvat pick a whole lot. So I have 2 more picks here, and then I think the 10th I have 3. So that's going to be where I get some of these nice guys in here that I'm looking at. I definitely want him. You guys know I'm taking Matheson. Tippett or Sanko? Tippett for me. Tippett will have all the opportunity in the world to succeed this year, where I think Tarasenko's a little bit sheltered in Ottawa. Just like don't know his outlook. It's a wild card play. I think Tippett's safe. Good pick with Kadri. I like Kadri a lot. I am a Kadri fan for sure. Werenski's been good in preseason too, which is a positive sign. Watch him go right here. Don't take him. Genie, if you're watching, don't take him. Tracking profitability. Yeah, I think last year I won close to 1,000 in my leagues. I won 3. I also was in a box pool. It was like just take anyone in the league. With like I think there was an exception, like 9 forwards weren't in there, like the top 9, and then like Makar or something. I ended up winning that one too. It was like 20 people, $20 buy-in, first place winner take all. Jack Hughes, I was the only one to take Jack Hughes in that too. All right, I'm gonna go Werenski here. I'm happy with that pick. My D are pretty solid. Yeah, there goes Natchez. And then I'm going to go Tippett. And he's right wing, so that's perfect for me. I have him ranked high. Like, I have Cousins here too, but I don't know. Center's just like Barkov. It's not bad either, Cousins. I have them really close. I have them within 1 point, actually. But I have Tippett on a better point per game rate. Just because his hits are kind of what sets him aside. But I might even be able to grab Cousins. Well, I don't. I miss out on round 8 now. Let's do the highest that was ranked last year. Wow, Raquel. Yeah, Tippett's pretty high. Both of them are. I just think right wing's a little bit more scarce of a position, so I'd rather try and fill that. Morgan Riley. I don't have Riley projected good at all. I have him 148. It's not bad. All right, I'm gonna go tip it here. Now it's just a matter of Dylan Cousins falls to me in the next round or not. But my D are locked up pretty good. So I have 1, and then I have 3, and then I still. Why do I have so many picks left? 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be a full team. Now I'm so confused. 5, 6, 7. How do I have 8 picks left and I have 13 skaters on my team? And there's 17 total spots. I gotta ask this. That makes... Can anyone explain that to me? Did you do your puck doku? Yeah, I did. I'll show it. Well, I did an Immaculate grid on stream. Okay, I'm really confused right now because I have 8 picks left and I only have 4 roster spots. Could anyone explain this to me? Is anyone in here? Has anyone ran into that problem this year? I'm really confused. Or maybe these aren't. Maybe these are the picks I traded. I really don't have an answer. I gotta find this group chat here. Who went? Caulfield, McCann, Caulfield. So I gotta tip it. Wilson. Wilson's actually really good in this league because he has great peripheral volume. He actually blocks more than you think. Doughty. McCann. I don't mind Barbashev either late. Orinsky, Caulfield, Dobson. Okay, so the last 4 picks are keepers? What? Devin Tays. I really... It's because the system forces an equal amount of draft picks. So if you end up with 2 7th round picks, the extra pick from the team you traded, that 7th, has to go somewhere. But I think you can only trade pick for pick in this. I don't think I was able to actually acquire multiple picks in a row. I don't know. Interesting. Your last 4 picks are keepers. Okay. Okay, I guess my last 4 picks are keepers, so I'm done soon. I have like... Okay, I see. Okay. All right, that explains it then. Falk went. Konechny. Konechny I have pretty high, and I have Huberdeau pretty high, so those are decent picks. It's interesting that I think Raquel's still available, who was super, super good this last year. I had him on my team too. He's a beast in this league because he just hits every category. He's similar to Trocheck. Yeah, so I guess my last 4 picks are keepers. So I'm going to be done within my next 4 picks, right? So 1, and then I have 3 here, and then I'm done. Huh. So these picks must be someone else's, is my understanding. I don't know. So I have to kind of pick the guys I want here. There's going to be some value available. Like, he'll end up getting drafted, I assume. Hey, buddy. What's up, Jimmy? Cooch or Kachuk in points leagues? Kachuk. It's close, though. Troy Terry goes. 176 had him ranked. Yeah, I said it earlier, Beniers is a good pick in this league. Young, I'll show you the Immaculate grid I did quickly on screen. Oh, did it go away? What was it? I think it was 24. So jokes, man. I've done a lot though. Like, I do my grids. I do like all 4 grids every day pretty much. So I'm well versed in this. And I do fantasy hockey for a lot of my days, a lot of my weeks. I think the minute and a half like clock is so long for drafts. So Kempe's going to move into right wing, and then Barkov's going to go up into my center position. So I still have like a utility spot. Oh no, because I have Brady. So like my forwards, so my whole like starting lineup's kind of picked. Now it's kind of just finding those depth guys that you like. And I wanted Matheson. I still should end up getting him here. But there's better D available, like Larson. And Larson's good because of the peripherals in this league. But he might fall to me. Big brain hockey IQ? No. Young, did you do your puck doku today? And if you did, how was it? I don't think I did well. I don't even know if I did it, if I fell off. Yeah, Exertion, it's not bad, but again, it's only a 2-forward keeper league, so I just can't see Fantilli really breaking out enough to justify keeping him over like some of the players on this roster right now. Like, he has to have a really strong season. Even Bedard has to have a really strong season to really like become a keeper next season. But I think just with like Bedard's outlook year over year, like, he probably becomes a keeper. But I can see Fantilli lagging behind a little bit more. Rasmus Anderson is like probably one of the top D available still. But like, I have Radko and like Uyghur ranked higher. Uyghur's pretty good in this league too. I always stumble on the 2-team players. Okay, Andre Miller. What were some of the weirder picks you guys have seen in your draft so far this season? Oh no, Cousins went. I say for me, like, Jake Wallman went like really early in one of my drafts. Not really early, but he went like 130, 140. It was super, super random. I don't mind Wallman, but I don't know. I don't have too much interest with like a no power play guy. Young, my strategy for Puck Doku is having like a group of players that you can use that you know play for multiple teams. Like Luke Shen is a guy that I always use. LA, Nashville, Toronto, Arizona, Tampa, and Vancouver, I think, are the teams that I know he played for. Jake Sanderson. Oh, wow. It's a high upside pick there, but it's fine. It's the guy who won last year, if I'm not mistaken. Raquel. Someone actually has Rantanen and McKinnon as keepers in this league, which is outrageous, but nothing you can do. I do think like if anyone plays in keeper leagues, like do you have like rules for how long you can keep players for? I only got 4 picks left. I think I'm gonna have to grab a defenseman in this group. I have Bennett ranked pretty high. I have Scheifele ranked pretty high. Max Domi. We got Leafs fans in here, don't we? Nothing to like on the goalie end at all. Just missed the first 4 rounds of my draft. Gave me Tage, Ovi, Auheim, and then that's actually not bad. The best bearded team. Greg Zanin would win. He probably has the best beard. All right, I think I'm gonna go Sam Bennett here. He's who I have ranked the highest in this league. It's really good because it's a bangers league. So I'm gonna grab Sammy B. I think I've grabbed him every year in this draft or in this league. Man, is Malkin available? Why do I have him? Okay. I was gonna say. My memory is terrible, so unless the guy was a star, I never recall. But stars are likelier to stay with their teams. That's a good point. Bennett or Lindholm? Probably. It's really close. Do you have hits in your league? If it's a hits league, probably Bennett. If not, I would say probably Elias Lindholm. There's Zook. Whoever just shouted that out. I have Zook ranked like really close with these guys right now. Not horrible, but it's a roadie draft. It's 5 skater cats, 5 goalie cats. Missed out on goalies. Yeah. 5 goalie cats means that goalies should be going like early. Like they become really strong in drafts like that. Nick Schmaltz is a very interesting one. I have Nelson ranked. Nelson had such a good season last year. I bet on him to score a lot. Like a lot of games I had him like just to score a goal. Because he was always like plus 300. No blocks. Cats hits plus minus. Yeah, probably Bennett. Yeah. Jonas Johansson is 2-month G3 is a good flyer here. Yeah, he's not bad. I think I would take Jonas Johansson like last though. Like he doesn't really have good history of like ever being a relevant like strong goaltender. Man, Kochetkov, I think he started in the minors. Unless Ronta gets traded. I actually traded for Kochetkov like near the end of the season under the assumption that Freddie would not sign. But Freddie did sign, so. All right, I got 3 picks coming up. I see like Scheifele's still available. Oh, no, he's not. Oops. Okay, so Scheifele's off the board. It looks like it's probably going to be a Buchnevich for me here. With that dual position eligibility. Let me see who's ranked. Anyone? Couture's ranked really high last year. But yeah, I think it's going to be Buchnevich. I also like Uyghur a lot in this league. And I'm probably going to grab him in here. It really doesn't matter at this point. But I do like having that defenseman depth. I also have DeBrusk ranked pretty high. Now it's between DeBrusk or Buchnevich. Both will get PP1. DeBrusk's on a little bit better of a team. Buch should have a lot of opportunity. They're actually both fine. I can probably grab both of them here. I'm going to go with Jake right now. I also have a replica of my team from last year. Not pouring your water bottle into a cup tonight. No, man, I got the big smart water. It's making me smart for my draft. That's how it works, though, right? Shane Ghost to Spare went? Oh, man. I think there's so much better defensemen available. I saw he was originally practicing on power play 1, but it doesn't look like. I think it's Cider now. So Cider's back on power play 1, which is, he's a great player in this league. Yeah, DeBrusque's super good. Every game I watched, he was like extremely strong. I could also grab like do I take a flyer on Ehlers and just put him on my IL if he's hurt? What do you guys think? Like do I take Ehlers or not bother? These are my last 2 picks here, guys, by the way. That's why I'm kind of like making a decision right now. Do I grab him or do I grab Kane? Yeah, like with the upside, Ehlers has probably more upside than Booch. Let's see what I have them both on a point per game basis. Like, who's the highest available right now for me? The Chushkin's up there. Yeah, Ehlers is close. Yeah, you guys all have good points here. I agree. So I was going to PP1 quarterback. Yeah, he's supposed to. Matheson, no doubt. Really excited about Matheson here. Yeah, I'm fine taking Ehlers. Like there's also an option that I can take Ehlers and Kane and like put Kane on my NA and put Ehlers on my IL and just add players once the league starts, right? Like Barbashev, Lehkonen. What do you guys think about that? I'm going to go Ehlers here, though, for sure. Should I grab Patrick Kane and should I toss him on my IL and then just like grab and like, so I can put Kane on my NA for sure. I got to actually see if this league has NA. There is an NA spot. NA is a thing in this league. Yeah, it's a pretty good pick, I think. I think I'll get some value later in the draft. Or like on free agency. Like I feel like my team's deep enough where I'll be fine with this. Yeah. Like, is this really the make or break pick for me? Probably not. I just got to see what happens in round 11 here, but I think I'm done. I think my draft's done. What do you guys think? Like, assume Kane's going to sit on my NA for a while, and I can just grab someone off waivers. I think Barbashev will probably be available there. And then if Ehlers hurt, Ehlers is hurt. Like, when he's healthy, he's good. I think it's a pretty good team, given that I didn't really have a top-end keeper other than Brady. Like, Brady's such a beast in this league. But like I didn't really have like the best keepers to start with. Like I think I made the best out of the draft. My D are a little sketchy, but that's what I'm just gonna add a D when I can. Which is a top 60 player in Dom's projections. Well, I don't even think he gets 200 shots in a season. I have him projected for 170 shots and 62 hits this year, but 75 points is good. I just got to wait till my pick, but I think my draft's over, guys. I think I'm done. Like, I think my keepers are going to end up going in these next 4 picks. And I don't think I want to stay for the rest of the draft. I'm kind of sad I missed out on Pedersen and Stutzel here. It was between Yossi and Miller early on in the draft too. It was so hard to say. It's actually wrong. Dylan Cousins did not go here. What is happening right now? Oh, this is a disaster. Okay, yeah, you can see my keepers are here. Yeah, so my draft's done, guys. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. This was a kind of a long one, but it was fun. I have one more draft on Saturday with the FP boys, so I don't know if we're going to stream it, but we're going to try and get content out. I have a good video coming out tomorrow, so I'm excited for you guys to watch it. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. We'll hopefully see you guys on Saturday. If not, make sure you're in the Discord and we'll be able to chat in there. Make sure you leave a like on your way out and subscribe if you're new to the channel, guys. We're going to be crushing the content out in the next little bit. But thanks so much. I'm happy with my draft. I thought it was a pretty good team. And thanks for all the commentary in the chat tonight, guys.